I found it quite ironic, Carol, that you're saying Britain is no longer racist at the same time as talking about our dark-skinned Duchess. I think, you know...
What am I supposed to say? Mixed-race Duchess?
I just found that really uncomfortable.
What should I say? What should I say?
I just don't know why you referred to her that way.
Because the whole of the debate around the wedding was about the colour of her skin and the fact that she's mixed race.
So I was very positive about the royal wedding, even though I'm not usually a big monarchist. I've always respected the fact that people feel emotional about the royal family because I understand identity, and I think for many people they represent cultural continuity, which is part of their sense of belonging. And I respect that because in my life I've searched a lot for a sense of identity, and I didn't personally find it in the royal family, partly because I think they perpetuated this idea that there's something inherently white about British identities. On the question about racism, I think we're misunderstanding what racism is. You've taken racism as a thing that people do, you know, a prejudice that they get accused of. To me, that's not what racism is.
It's not an attitude.
It's not a set of personal characteristics. You said British people are sick of being accused of being racist.
Well, they are, because they're not.
When I talk about racism, I'm not accusing individual people, and there are racist people, as you've agreed. We all know there are. Magic got beaten up by them growing up, or watched his friends get beaten up by them. My interest isn't really in them. My interest is in how, as a society, we structurally discriminate and treat unfairly people based on their race. And that is what report after report, whether commissioned by David Cameron, Theresa May, Tendai Uchami, the UN envoy who came here, and Special Rapporteur, and found that since Brexit, structural racism has got worse.
Let's talk about that special rapporteur who came across to actually do a report. She was here for all of 11 days. She spoke exclusively to pressure groups, and then she went home again. After 11 days, she decided that this country had normalised racism.
Windrush.
I'm sorry, that's just not...
Windrush. I want to just again...
You made yourself the victim in this scenario.
I was so...
It's about you being sick of being accused of being racist.
No, I said the British people are sick of it.
You know, there's another area where I just want to give credit where credit is due. I was so furious when that Windrush scandal erupted. Yeah. But actually, what I found heart in and what I found solace in was the actually unified reaction from across the political lines of disgust and abhorrence at what had happened. Yeah. And so I think there is some solace to be found in the way in which this country uniformly, whether Conservative, Labour or anything else in between, sounds like gender, doesn't it, well, reacted in response to that Windrush scandal.
I was proud of us.
Well, I mean, the fact that it happened, though, is a terrible thing. And so that's why I keep saying we must remain vigilant.
And there's a reason why it happened.
Yeah, there is.
And the reason is related to Carol's topic.
That's why vigilance is crucial.
Was that immigration has been weaponised against people of colour. It's not a coincidence that it was black and brown people
I wish we had
who were
time to
being
go into why
deported.
that happened.